So got the gator here. Gonna grab some straw here and put up in the eave of the hoop building where the cows are to cut down on the draft. It's snowing right now, but we're supposed to get 30-40 mile an hour per hour winds and snow, but it's raining right now. It was snowing earlier, so weather's just gonna keep getting worse, and it's supposed to get down to -9, and then you got the wind, so who knows how cold it's gonna get here. But gonna fill up the gator. Gonna put 15 bales on there, so gonna need to make four trips because I need 60 bales. So get this loaded up and go from there. Got our 15 bales loaded, so we'll head out to the freestall barn and put them up under the eave. And here we are. So gotta crank open this door a little bit. I closed them down a little bit because the snow was blowing in there this morning because we had a east wind. That should be tall. But yeah, just gonna put the bales up on that ledge there. Keep the draft from blowing in there, because this building, it's got good air ventilation, but the thing is keeping the heat in. Need to keep a little bit of heat in here to keep our water tanks unthawed, because the cows, they produce some heat, but just gotta be able to keep the heat in. So we'll toss some bales up there and go from there. So got our first 15 bales put up here. Just got Yeah. They just sit on this ledge here, which looks like quite a few birds were perching up there, I guess, but no birds in here right now, which when the wind blows, it kind of shoots right up, and I don't think the birds really care for that too much. But yeah, this will slow down the wind a little bit, hopefully help keep some of the heat in. And then of course the cows, they think they're helping you by knocking off the straw, I guess, but I don't know, cows, they love to rub on anything new. So yeah, because Copper and 183 there, you can tell they were both rubbing on it. So, but yeah, they only managed to knock off 2 off the gator, so just got 45 more bales to go. So I think I don't know, Dad said something about he'd come out and help, so hopefully he shows up. And then shouldn't take too much longer though. And got two new portable sheds like to get moved out for the heifers, because their old huts are kind of falling apart. But yeah, we'll finish this here and see what else we're doing. Back here with load number 2, so we'll get those situated up there and finish this side. So got all the 30 bales on the north side, and then we'll put another 30 bales on the south side. So at least some cows are more worried about eating than messing with the straw. But yeah, gonna grab the 2 more and finish up here. Just got done putting the rest of the bales of straw up top on the south side. North side's already done.
Today's January 12th, and on this truck here, I'm just gonna get new brakes for the whole front here. This caliper being locked up, I'm gonna try freeing it up and seeing if it works, but it should be all right. I'm hoping I can just bust it loose and then hopefully it starts working, but if not, I'll just get new brakes for the whole front. The ones I were looking at are for towing. They're just beefier, and same in that truck. I do quite a bit of towing with it when we need it. It's kind of nice to have better brakes, but I'm just gonna get they're a little bit above stock brakes, so those are, I think, what were they, about 430 or 450 for them. And just for that driver side there through AutoZone was going to be almost $300. So I'm just gonna do both sides if I have to, but hopefully I can free it up and it'll start working. But that's on the back burner now because I gotta start working on this. It's our generator to run the farm. We went to go use it. I think if you guys remember, I think I videoed it. The barn cleaner chute, we had to do some welding on that, and we went to go use the generator so I could weld out there because it's got a welder side or 220 plugins on this side. Well, these breakers are awfully weak. I mean, there ain't much there, so I'm gonna change those. And then I already got this side out. This side's for the farm. You plug them in. They're just, I don't know what kind of plugins, but they're just circular plugins, and just plug them in. I think there's 2 or 3 cables that hook up to the, I guess the main power for the farm here. At that thing there, the power comes in off the pole there, and then we got our power right there. But as you can see, we're getting snow, and supposed to I think change the rain, which is already kind of raining right now. It's right around 32 to 35 degrees, so it's just nasty weather. And so it's supposed to start getting cold, and then supposed to start getting snow. So we have to have this just in case the power goes out for the milkers for the cows, and the bulk tank and cooler and stuff like that for the milk, because if not, the milk will go bad. So we got to have power. So we got to get this thing going. I got the one breaker out. I'm going to get these out next. And then my dad and uncle are going to the next town over to haul some straw, and they're going to grab, well, there's a place that sells breakers there. We're going to see if they have them. Hopefully they do, but this one's a special kind of breaker, so hopefully they have them. If not, hopefully they can get us one. But so I gotta get this off here real quick, and then they'll go take that in, and hopefully they got one. It's after lunch now, and as you can see, it's starting to rain now, and got water running everywhere, and just beautiful day. But it's supposed to change to snow. Don't know if it's tomorrow or tonight, one of the two, and it's just not very good weather here. It's supposed to start dropping off, I believe, today. It's about 3 o'clock now. I think once around 7, 8 o'clock tonight, it's supposed to start dropping and get cold, and I think it's supposed to start snowing, I want to say then. So we went and looked. We pulled these breakers off here. This is the one that goes on this side here, and then these two went on the other side for your plugins here. But we really need this one to be working. This is your main one, I guess, and it seems to be a lot better. I took it off and I just keep flipping it, and it seems to be getting better. So hopefully this is still all right. We got two, well, this one coming and these two. We had to go to, I think we went to 2 different places, and we just finally ordered it from the other, the last place we went to. And it, I think they said it'll be here Tuesday. Of course, today's Friday. We should have got on this a lot sooner than what we did, but it's one of them things we kind of forgot about. And now that the weather's changing, we figure we probably should get it working on. So we got them coming, but I'm gonna get them put back in just in case the power does go out. Hopefully it still works, but like I said, it wasn't working too good last time, but they feel a lot better now. They actually, when you flip them to on, they didn't really click like that. They got a loud clicking to them now, so they seem like they're in better shape. So hopefully we can get it working if we need it. So I'm gonna slap those back in here and hope for the best. And then we blew it all out. It's a lot cleaner now. So that's that. Hopefully we don't need it, but it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So I got it all hooked up, although I got to switch the PTO out to 1,000. That way we don't have to have it so many RPMs, switch it from the 540 to 1,000. And this generator itself is 540 hookups, but we just put an adapter on it and run it with the 1,000 RPMs. That way you don't have to have the tractor revved up as much, but you don't have as much power. So if when the pump kicks on in the milk house and then it pulls that much more power, then the tractor tends to lug a little bit more. But we've done it before for a lot of years. I think my dad said this generator's I think he said a 67 or something like that. So it's pretty old, and I'm pretty sure they've always used the 4020 to run it. So it works for us. So then I got this all fueled up. It's ready to go. So hopefully everything works if we need it, but hopefully we don't need it. But I'm gonna get those breakers put back in and hope for the best there. And then I'm gonna get the brake caliper. I'm just gonna take a C-clamp and see if I can't just try breaking that caliper loose, get it freed up some, put some lubricant on them where the brake pads slide back and forth, get that back working and get that put back together. And then if it locks up again, I'll just order new pads and new brake system for the front. But hopefully I don't have to, because I don't want to spend over $400 on them. So, but that's the day or this afternoon's agenda. So we'll slap this thing back together and hopefully that's good to go. Got both breakers in, well, I guess all three. Got that on and then these two in. Hopefully it works. Hopefully we don't need it, but if we do need it, hopefully it's good to go now. Everything should be good to go on the 4020 now, and the generator minus switching that PTO from 540 to 1,000. Other than that, it should be good. Probably should do an oil change on it, but I don't think we have a oil filter for it. But it's not really necessary, but would be nice to do that. But now I'm gonna try working on this thing, get this thing back, hopefully back going. We'll pop we'll take the caliper bracket off for the pads and see if we can get that cleaned up some, because they're froze in here. You can't really see too much, but they're froze in the grooves where these pads ride. So we'll pop them out and take this the caliper, I guess pad bracket off, whatever. Pop them off and clean in between here and here, and see if we can get this to get back freed up. This here's the bracket. I got the one pad out here. I'll get this pad knocked out. But as you can see, this piece spins. This one does not, so it's stuck. That's probably the reason why it's getting hung up, because this is froze up. So this is supposed to slide, and with that one being locked up and this one not, it's probably bending or getting cockeyed in there and not applying the brakes right. So we'll see if we can get this one broke loose, and that should fix our issue. So got the brake pad out of here. These are pretty bad too, well, pretty dirty. I'll get these cleaned up, that way they can slide. But to get this broke loose, we'll try taking this hammer here and seeing if we can get it to break loose. Well, that ain't really moving any, so the problem is the salt gets in there and freezes them up. So I'll have to work at this a little bit and see if I can get this broke loose. I'll hit this a few times with the hammer and did go down, but I can't get it to come back up and it's still stuck. So what I'm gonna do is pull this boot down and take some penetrating oil and spray in there. Leave it sit upright, that way all the penetrating oil goes down. And we'll leave this sit overnight and see if that'll free up in the morning. So while I'm letting that sit and soak overnight, I'm gonna take a look at the backhoe picked up. I'm gonna grease everything. Everything's just a little bit dry on it. It's, as you can see, hasn't been greased in a little while, I'd say, but it does have some grease residue, but it's pretty old stuff, so there's a lot of grease tricks on here. Everything that moves and bends and stuff like that, there's grease points on it. So well, I mainly get this, the hoe part of it cleaned up and greased, make sure all that's good, because that's 90% of the work that we do with this. And the loader part, we don't use much besides really backfilling, but I'm gonna get it all greased up too. There's not as many on here. You only got your 2 pivots there, that pivot, and then your bucket pins here and cylinder. So not too much on the front of here, although this one now with 4-wheel drive, I gotta grease all that now too. So we'll get that greased, and then there's an oil leak underneath it right there. So we're gonna crawl underneath there and see what we can find, see if it's something that's major, or hopefully it's just a line loose, but usually my luck it's not. So we'll take a look at that, see what that leak is, and then just kind of look under everything and see if anything's wrong or anything needs replaced. Because this leak here, I think is that cylinder there leaking, but I'm not 100% sure. But then this cylinder here too, it's seeping some. You can see it's just moist. So that one's not really too bad, but you can see this one's leaning out. That one's not, which this one, they repacked it. You can see they heated it up to get that off. So I know that one's good, or at least it's been changed. This one, as you can tell, it still has a paint on the hooks there where you get it loose. So I know that one probably never been changed. So that one will probably get it repacked, and then this leak we'll figure out what exactly was wrong, and hopefully get that fixed too. And then I got a slight leak on that top fitting right there that goes into this cylinder. That's why this is all wet here. So I don't think this cylinder's leaking, because it's pretty dry down here. So it's mainly coming here and then running down the cylinder. So I think it's just that fitting there. So we'll check that out. And then this being an extend a hoe, all these lines gotta move with this. So I don't like the way they routed some of them, so we'll take a look at that stuff too. But main thing is we'll get this greased, and then probably check out those leaks down there.
Yeah, I came out here this morning to start feeding bottles, and I think Roma, she had her calf sometime here. Yeah, little white calf. I'd assume it's a bull calf, but we'll get him put on the other side here. Yeah, so yeah, big bull calf. So that's what, five in a row now. So having a stretch of bull calves here, but yeah, still haven't been able to move the other 3 out of here yet because weather hasn't been too good, and it's supposed to be in the negative here before too long. The wind, it's really blowing today, so yeah, we'll get her Roma milked here later. I gotta finish feeding bottles here, and then feed heifers, and then we'll get milk cows in, and gotta check on their waters. Hopefully they're not froze, but yeah, wintertime it gets pretty fun, but still got water in here anyway, so yeah, just gotta finish mixing up my bottles and feed calves. Got done feeding bottles to calves and gave them their grain, and gonna lime this barn floor in here before I let the cows in because it's still snowing a little bit and this concrete gets pretty slick, so gonna lime this down really quick. Waters, they're still unthawed, so that's good. All the straw stayed in place up top, so everyone's just laying down here. Got some snow drifting in over there though. And this water tank, it's unthawed too, so that's good. We'll probably dump them out this morning before it gets any colder, so I'll probably do that really quick here. And then got one light bulb burnout in here, so yeah, not too bad, all things considered. Be nice if the wind quit blowing, but yeah, we'll get started here and go from there. Yeah, I came out here just to check on the cows here. Still -7 and still got some wind blowing, so yeah, everyone's doing good. Let's black heifer here, 46. She's next one due, and then 21. Well, you can't see her, but she's up there eating hay. But don't think anyone's gonna calve tonight, and hopefully no one does calve tonight. But yeah, this little calf here, Judy, she was born yesterday, and then white one there by the wall, he was born the day before. So yeah, just gotta keep them bedded up and stay warm. I got a calf blanket on the heifer there because she's a little small, but yeah, everyone's doing good. Only had one water tank freeze up, so not too bad. Got the other one back going, so milk cows, they got water, so hopefully everything else goes good and keep on going. And with it being this cool, got the little space heater going. Yeah, it's right around 31, 32 degrees, so then leave the cold water trickling in here so your pipes don't freeze up, or hope they don't, because the water line runs in the barn, the milk barn there, so keep that going. That usually good enough to keep it unthawed anyways, and then heater usually keeps everything close in this area unthawed. So yeah, so it's a little past 9, so hopefully don't have to come back and check out anything, but yeah, everything went pretty good today.